Hey guys, what's up? In my last video, we covered how to ask for feedback. But what if someone asks you for feedback? Asking feedback is relatively easy for someone who's asking for it. But providing feedback to someone who is not asking for it can get tricky with some people. So in this video, let's talk about how to provide feedback. The steps that I'm going to mention right now will work in both the scenarios, whether someone is asking you for feedback or you feel like providing feedback to someone, a team member, a friend, or anyone. So let's get right into the video. The first one is getting context. So from the next time, if someone, a friend, colleague, or anyone asks you for feedback, the first thing that you should do is ask for more context. Because you have to understand what the problem is exactly, right? You can ask questions like, what are the problems that you're trying to solve here? Who are the users you're solving it for? How much time did you spend in making this design? How much more time do you have to implement this feedback and get to a solution? So get more context, understand the problem well, and give feedback that is well informed, valuable, actionable, and impactful. The next step is structuring your feedback. See, unstructured feedback can have two problems. First, it's difficult to remember. Second, it's very hard to document and refer later. So as someone who's giving feedback, it's your duty to make the feedback as constructive and as specific as possible. So when you're reviewing someone's work, rather than discovering problems on the go, like whenever you're looking at design, rather than discovering problem like this is the problem, here is a problem, here is another problem, articulate your thoughts, what you want to communicate, structure it so it's easier to digest and remember, and then make sure you provide that feedback in as specific and as concise way as you can. The next thing is, which I call recommend rather than telling. For example, let's say you are having a discussion, you're reviewing a work, rather than telling them that serif typeface is not looking good, let's try a sans serif font. You can open the discussion by saying, what do you think if we try a sans serif typeface instead of a serif? A conversation like this will open the feedback session for a discussion, because the intent here should be to provide them a direction or a perspective to work on later. The fourth step is leave space for discussion. A feedback session should not feel like an interrogation. Rather, it should feel like a collaboration. In situation when the feedback is strong and harsh, the designer might feel like they're losing control of the work that they have done. There should be a healthy conversation between what you are thinking and what the designer is thinking. A discussion always eliminates the illusion of control and it feels much more collaborative. Also, during a feedback session, it may happen that whenever you say something or ask a question, the designer who's asking you for feedback might not have an immediate answer or immediate response to what you just said. They might go blank. In scenarios like this, give designers space and time to think and come back to you so you can have the discussion and continue it from where you left. The next step is not actually a step, it's a technique that you can use to give feedback to people. It's called a sandwich technique. And it has mainly 3 steps. The first step is you start with something positive that you see in design. It can be anything. It can be the typeface, it can be the font, it can be the spacing, white space, or even the direction that they have chosen to pursue. If you really can't find anything, just appreciate the effort that the designer made. The second step is providing the actual feedback that you have. In this step, you have to be very honest and truthful without being mean and hurtful. Slip all the feedback that you have in there. Don't hold back anything. You will do more harm than good if you hold back anything. And the third step of the sandwich technique is to end the note with something positive. I'm sorry, I'm not able to provide you with the template that you can use to provide a sandwich technique because I'm realizing it right now at the time of recording that I don't have a template here. If you do a quick Google search, you can find really good templates about how to use sandwich technique. And the last step is don't set any expectation. It's okay if someone doesn't consider your feedback. Your role was to help them and guide them, and you did that. There might be other reasons why they did not consider your feedback. At the end, they are the owner of the work and they have to decide what's good for the final output. In the end, I'd just say a feedback session has to be constructive. Your feedback should be specific, descriptive, and actionable. So that's it, squad. We have reached to the end of this video. If you have not watched the part 1 of this video, which is called how to ask for feedback, you can click here and go to that video, or I'll link that in the description below that like button so you can check it out later. If you have watched this video so far and you've liked it, please make sure you let me know by either commenting on this video or liking this video. If you found this video helpful, make sure you share this video to someone else who can also find it helpful. And if you're new to the channel, again, welcome to the squad. My name is Manamadan. I'm a designer and a researcher based out of New Delhi, India. I share resources, industry insights, best practices, and even bring experienced designers on this channel so we can learn from them how to be a better designer and how to grow and pivot our career. So if you're here for the first time or if you're here regularly, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you are the first one to get notified whenever I upload a new video. A subscription also show me that you're supporting the channel. and it's very motivating. Let me know in the comments if there is anything that I missed to mention in this video, or if there is any topic that you want me to cover in my future videos. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. This is Manamadan. You're watching UX and More. Chenkui.